It has been 3 months since MH370 went missing. As we enter the 14th week of the search operations, we would like to note that the transition phase is well underway. On the Malaysian side, led by Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Hishamuddin Tun Hussein and the 4 ministerial subcommittees, we will continue to work closely hand in hand with our counterparts in Australia and China as we face the challenges in the weeks and months ahead. Indeed, this is a concerted effort between our 3 nations, and we stand together in facing this task to find the missing athlete. As mentioned previously by the Acting Minister of Transport, my task as the Chair of the Liaison, Communication and Media Committee is to liaise with Australia and China to further strengthen and solidify the tripartite agreement between our 3 nations. This provides itself as an opportunity to establish strong working relationships and intergovernmental ties between Australia, Malaysia and China, all in the spirit of camaraderie. As directed by Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Hishamuddin, our immediate task is to finalize the arrangements regarding this new phase of the search operation with our tripartite partners, in line with Malaysia's stand in ensuring greater transparency in communicating. We will keep you updated on the progress of these discussions and plan as we go along. Tomorrow, Rahim Bakri, Chair of the Asset Deployment Committee, will be leading a team to Canberra to coordinate and finalize the terms and arrangement for Malaysia participation in this phase of the search operations. The meeting is primarily aimed at ensuring all parties involved are on the same page. Immediately after, all the 4 chairs of the ministerial subcommittees, led by Hamzah Zainuddin, will be heading to Beijing to update our Chinese counterparts on the latest efforts at tripartite level and Malaysia's contribution. We would also be discussing with the Chinese leadership on their views and future plans with regards to the MH370 search operation, ranging from issues related to the next of kin's, asset deployment and technical expertise. This team has the mandate from the Malaysian Prime Minister to fully engage with the Chinese government. It must be noted that this trip is a follow-up to the recent discussions between the Prime Ministers of Malaysia and China, in which both nations have agreed that we remain committed in the search for MH370. With regards to the next of kin committee, we acknowledge Voice 370's request to meet with Malaysia's Prime Minister, the Acting Transport Minister and the Chair of the next of kin committee. This meeting will be arranged in due time, and we look forward to establish a working template in dealing with issues raised by the next of kins. We will continue our direct engagement efforts with the next of kin, primarily in Malaysia and China. On that note, we would also like to praise the Chinese government's efforts in handling the issues related to the next of kins. We give our full assurance to the next of kins, wherever they may be, that we remain fully committed in our search for their loved ones. On the asset deployment front, the subcommittee has been tasked in the meeting in Canberra to coordinate the participation of Malaysian assets, especially with regards to the government furnished equipment or GFE, consistent with ATSB's tenders process requirements. On a similar note, we will also raise with our tripartite partners how best to manage and coordinate the deployments of assets that Malaysia has personally requested for from the US and other nation partners. To conclude, we would like to reiterate our commitments to the search operation in the transition phase. In this phase, my colleagues and I will strive to give our utmost on behalf of the Malaysian government. Reiterating Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Syamuddin, we will continue with the search operations until we have fully covered the search area. We will strive to explore all possible options in finding MH370. Thank you.